Hello, everyone. My name is David Wilkins. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm a regional manager with National Senior Burial Benefit Program and been working with Mr. Love for the last 5 to 6 years. And he taught me how to be independent. Without him, I wouldn't be where I am today. When I first started, I was a captive agent. I was with one company and I was knocking on doors, walking around neighborhoods, knocking on doors. And I knocked on the door and I asked the lady, could I help her? Because I said I was already helping somebody in the neighborhood. She said, I already got my man in here, my agent, insurance man, my financial guy is right here. And then I left. Well, he comes out the door and says, hey, young man. I said, yes, sir. He said, can I show you a better way? And I said, yes. So I go on about my business. About a week goes by. Then we were kind of working the same area up in Dayton, Ohio. I go to use the restroom at Speedway and I saw the back of his head. I knew it was him. So I went to use the restroom, came back, tapped him on the shoulder. He was like, hey, young man, you didn't call me. I said, I've been busy. I was working those leads that I had generated when I was walking around the neighborhood. So next day we go to lunch, we go to breakfast. And he said, I want to show you a better way. I want to show you how to be independent. And from then on, I did. Now, saying that, it's not easy. And it wasn't easy because when you become independent, you know, when you're captive, the company kind of does a lot of stuff for you. When you're independent, you have to do everything and learn everything. And you're doing everything. You are the back office. You are the office, the back office, and the front door. So I had to learn all of what this company did, how they did it, and their application with the company. But that taught me a valuable lesson. And then also, our favorite thing, once we were knocking on doors, as soon as you said your thing, may I come in? You always got to say that because you want to get in that house, unless it was infested with rats, roaches, and all that stuff. But other than that, you want to get in the house. Yeah. So now to be working with you, Jamie, and the Final Expense Kingdom system that you guys set up, this is so freeing for me because it's always been a battle since we got in this business for leads. Everybody wants the freshest lead. To me, there's no bad lead unless you talk to the person and they just tell you no. And still, if they tell me no, that means I'm calling them back in 3 months, because if they ain't got it, they ain't got it. I've called people back in a year and have been able to help them. But now to be able to get leads that come to my phone, come to our system, come to my lead connector, and as soon as I get it, I can call it. I know it's fresh. There's nothing like it. I don't have to ask anybody for anything, and it's a blessing. I don't mind asking people for stuff, but when I get that ding and I see it's a lead, I call right then, because Mr. Love said if you don't call, even though they clicked on your ad, somebody else is still trying to call that person. So because they're looking for life insurance, and that is in our script that asks, how long have you been looking for some life insurance? They'll tell you 3 months, a year, just a couple of days. So if they have been doing that, that means they've been clicking on it. So as soon as I get that lead that I get from how you set things up, I'm on it. I've made over, we had some issues. We got started, then we had some issues because somebody stole my page, got started again. And once everything started rolling, even though I was paying for it, the amount that I'm paying pales in comparison to the amount that I'm going to make off of these sales and helping these individuals. So basically off the 4 sales that I've had already, a husband and wife, a young lady out of Georgia, a young man out of North Carolina, $4,500 in
Boom.
A week, maybe?
Yeah, a week and a half.
A week and a half.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're getting ready to, right? And the beauty about this is we can ramp it up. Like, you have control over your own flow. So once you're in order and you're ready to ramp this up, we can double the volume overnight. But this is the beauty about.
I'm not laughing at it. I'm laughing because I'm happy, and you just said, that's like giving me breath. But go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just speaking the truth because I've seen it, and that's what we're talking about it. But the people that will come from buying leads, Brother Wilkins, you have your experience with buying instant internet leads or Google banner leads, these web leads. I mean, they've given them so many different names now to hide them. These 10, 15, $20 leads that they sell, even Facebook leads. You've seen them
Spend
all,
five
right?
hundred dollars for some leads. I've done that. I spent $1,000 for leads, and we want to get your money back, and you can if you get one sale, you should be able to get your money back. So I understand the exchange because it makes sense. So you're talking $4,500 a week that you maybe $5,000 a week off of your system that you set up, Jamie, for me in this phone. I don't have to go anywhere. I can be anywhere. So say I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. So say I go on vacation, as they say, vacation, or just out of town. And wherever I am, if I get that beat, I'm stepping aside like, hey, excuse me, I gotta go. And I'm gonna make that call because that call is the business. But then as you set it up, like you said, it can exponentially just blow up. I do want to have, if I got all these leads, I can't work them all. And I want other people underneath me. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I want other people with me to grow in this business. And me, Mr. Love, Miss McKee will show them how to do that because I can call every lead, but sometimes you don't want to. And I want to be able to give that to someone and say, hey, look, call this lead. Whatever you get out of it,
Right.
you're going to learn, but we're going to teach you how to make sure that you hopefully sell that lead because these are very, they're quality leads. They're valuable. You can't just get everybody a lead. Man, people, I got to go back to what I was saying, how I got started as well, Jamie. So, like I said, I had to learn what Transamerica did, Liberty Bankers did, um, all the different companies we had to learn how their system is and how the applications. We had to carry applications around. So, and then we came up with a script. We never had a script. We just per se had a script, but now we went down to the 8% conference, come back, and then we put all this together. He did the yeoman's work more than I did.
Mr. Love, you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah. But he would ask me questions and we put a script. So that's why I am better now than I was when I started. When I left, I was good. But now I'm great because the script is now David Wilkins. And do I still look at the script? Do I have it up on my other screen every day? Yes, as I'm going, but I know the flow, and it's me talking to a person, conversating with them like I'm conversating with you. It's not I'm reading something like this, and no, I know what I'm talking about. So I start hearing, and I know what I'm talking about as far as once I start hearing symptoms. And I'll tell a client, they'd be like, well, I got this, and that. I said, well, okay, this is for this is for that. They're like, how you know? I said, I've been in the industry for 20 years. So a lot of the medications they take, I know what they're for, and also what name of them. So as you get entrenched in it, you'll understand that, and that gives you value because now they think, oh, this dude knows what he's talking about, or this young lady knows what she's talking about. How does she or he know about this? You do it. I said, man, I'm sorry, I do this every day. I've been doing it for 20 years, so it's just something I know. Or if I don't know what it is for, I'll say, okay, what is that for? And then as soon as they said, I'm like, okay. Or they'll be about to say a medication. I'm like, meloxicam. Yep, I know that. That's for pain. And they're like, oh, you're right. So the reason I went back is everything that you've done, me, Mr. Love, and Miss McKee, we gonna kill it because we went through the fire. We went through the, made that sword as strong as it can be. When you come in, if you open your mind and just listen, take your ego out the door, just listen, we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you because we can't do it for you, but I can. You don't want to do that lead, send it to me. I'll take care of it. But we want you to be able to stand alone and have us right there beside you in a sense, and you'll be able to kill that lead that came into your platform because of Jamie and what he's done. So, man, this has just been a blessing for me. I really couldn't wait for it to get started because I think I told you, but I don't think you believe me. You probably thought, oh, this another agent saying this and that. I'm not that dude.
I knew you were going to kill it, but I just want to expand on this a little more because this is really good. This is really good stuff. Most people, what happens is they have to buy different programs to tack on different skills to be successful. Let me explain. So what the insurance will do, they'll get a license and then they say, okay, well, now I need leads and I need a lead generation program. So they're going to go out there and look for a lead generation program and soon realize that there's nothing under $5,000 for anything that's good. And even then, we don't even know if the price justifies the value there. So they're going to buy a marketing program for that amount of money and then hope that all their problems wash away, thinking that, okay, well, if they generate fresh leads or they generate their own leads, all the problems will wash away, right? And we all know that that's not the truth. So now they've spent $6, $7, $8, $10,000 on a lead program. They're worried to spend money on Facebook because they spend so much on that program. And then after that, they turn around and say, you know what? I don't have any sales abilities. My upline can't help me because they never sold insurance, probably ever. We're laughing, but it's sad because it's a reality.
Yeah, it's sad. That's just how I
you laugh it out.
diffuse situation. Yeah, you gotta laugh because this
Right.
is idiotic sometimes. Like, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm sorry I cut you off, man.
No, but and then they realize, okay, well, their upline's not going to help them. So then they have to go and buy another sales program somewhere else for another couple $1,000s and then realize, oh, okay, well, I don't have any products to service any of my clients. So or even a good commission. Anyways, all I'm saying is that the pieces are coming together. And if someone can get into a program, a system that gives them all those pieces together, it changes the whole game. In fact, we're changing the industry together because as it did for you, Brother Wilkins, you had the sales ability already. You had the product arsenal. You really just needed the lead generation aspect. And there's a lot of agents out there. That's
The
right.
key.
That's right. And there's a lot of agents out there that maybe had that sales piece, but didn't have that lead generation piece. And when the ICA system, exactly what I put into your business, we're going to be able to help people with that. So,
Added caveat to what you're doing. That the lead piece also is the key. But then I was blessed that now I'm not just only in Ohio. I got a non-resident license. I'm in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and also I'm about to add on more states. Mr. Love may be in 20 states. So you talking about lead generation from 20 states? You can't call them all. It's just, your phone will just be buzzing off the hook because you're going to get so many hits. And that's a blessing because then we take those with the system that you created, Jamie, and now we can disseminate them to our teammates. I played professional football with the San Francisco 49ers and Indianapolis Colts. I'm currently the vice president of the NFL Players Association here in Cincinnati. I'm a team-oriented guy. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I mean, speaking of me, but I couldn't still do this without my team of Jamie, Miss McKee, and Mr. Love. And then all the other individuals that we have now on the team. I call it a team. I'm not competing against you because the lead, when it comes to me, it's me and the person talking. You ain't gonna beat me because I know what I'm doing. But no, I'm just kidding. But I'm a team-oriented person. I want us to all win. I want on our calls that we have on Monday and Friday, I want everybody to be saying, man, I had 5 sales. I had 10 sales. Then we start meeting and
amazing
we
to
start
see all the wins.
Yes, all the wins.
Yeah.
And then also to be able to sit and listen and say, okay, what didn't go right? What do I need to get better? Because as now, I have no excuses. I'm free. So my thought process to me is every day, how do I get better at this? What am I not doing? I go over the script even more to figure out how I can tweak it to make it even better for my flow. Not change it. I don't want to change the script. Just make it better for my flow. And I still gonna go through the flow. So that's all I have to do every day. Get up, keep myself healthy, and help my team and help myself.
The reason is because now you have an arsenal of people. You talked about the people, but now you have an arsenal of tools as well, right? We haven't talked too much about the automation piece, but you have, right? Talk about all this automation that's going out to all these people. And you're soon going to realize you only been running this for a week and you made $5,000. It's crazy. But what's going to happen now is you're going to get people from the ones you've generated from weeks prior, and they're going to start responding to the follow-up because guess what? They were at one point interested in life insurance. And now because they're receiving messages from you saying, hey, I am your, your advisor.
State regulated benefits coordinator.
Yeah, right. You guys got the name. I love it. Now that person feels a sense of loyalty, a degree of respect to say, you know what, Mr. Wilkins, Mr. David Wilkins have been trying to reach out to me now, and probably should work with this person because he's been trying to help me for so long. And that's the mentality we're trying to get to.
Well, you already got it, Jamie. I'm gonna tell you, the young lady, Miss Wendy Perez, who I got out of North Carolina, called her, left a message, called me back, I said hello. She hung up. Texting, as it does what it does. So I finally get in touch with her, and I called her 3 times, and she picks up on the third time. And she was like, Dave, I was thinking about you. I knew you'd call me, but I want to get back with you. And I know it's because of all the stuff that the setup and everything. I'd made the calls, but she kept seeing the automation start to kick in. So when I got her, she was like, I was gonna call you because I wanted to go ahead and get this done. So what you just said yes, it
It
happened to
happened.
me. Yes.
Beautiful. We
Yes.
proved my thesis instant.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. There's
No,
no
so
theory. It's truth now. It's fact. It
yeah,
happened. Seriously. Wendy P, that's how I got her, because she
yeah.
said I kept getting these things, and it was like, I want to call this guy because he wants to help me, and I need it. And then I helped her get a plan.
Right. Because here's the thing from the marketing perspective, something triggered that person to put in their information. Whether it was, and we have multiple headlines and multiple subheadlines in the sales pages and in the lead forms that we use, depending if people are going to be using lead forms or sales funnels, is what we call them. We have multiple headlines and subheadlines that tack on different pain points and different desires. And so there's something about that page that triggered them to say, I should I should move on with this form. I should move on with this insurance product, or at least hear more about it. It can be whether they want to, and one of our headlines, I'll give it away. It's leave your loved ones with peace of mind, a brilliant tagline that we use right in our sales
Mm-hmm.
funnels. And so, and there's a double entendre there with the leave your loved ones with peace of mind. It's leave them by passing away, and then you're going to give them peace of mind, and also give them peace of mind right now as you're still living. So these headlines, and it's just as I'm progressing in the game of marketing, I'm progressing in the game of life insurance. I've been in this industry for so long. I'm starting to understand what moves people a certain direction, especially for the products that we're selling, which is final expense. I got other clients that do general life insurance. And so I get to really refine the system. And the more people that join, and I always tell them, use what I know works. So I know at least you'll have the best possible results, but also test something, put something out there, your own creativity. I want you to try something that you may think, because you may know your customers differently in a certain way. You might attract a certain type of demographic. Do that. And sometimes they'll even beat my own ads, And so you probably noticed that when we launched your ads, we have them say, hey, go on Canva, create one, right? I want kind of your own. Unfortunately, it didn't beat mine, but that's okay. So that's beautiful. And Brother Wilkins, thank you for jumping on. I hope that people watching this, it's an incentivization to book with Mr. Love, to book with you. Some are going to be able to speak with you as well, or speak with Mr. Love and talk about, and perhaps Miss McKee, or the other reps that Mr. Love works with. He works with very select people.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to work with anybody. A lot of these organizations just want to look for anybody that's breathing and
Yeah.
with a license.
Yes.
Uh,
It's not a good thing, because it's a drain on you, because they're gonna be, listen, I'm still producing. I want to help you start producing. But if I got to break off to help you, and I'm just breaking off from my business now, it's this. So
right.
I want to get you up here as quickly as I can. And if you follow the system that we have, if you follow the system that you put together, you will be successful. And that's what we want you to be successful.
Yeah. I mean, most of the other people in this industry, if you're looking for a marketing program, you're going to be talking to someone on the call that has no industry context. They don't even have a license for themselves, and they're not even producing themselves.
And they're giving you leads that have been used and
Right.
beat up and over. That's
Right.
the worst thing in the world. Did you call somebody? They tell you done bought $5 worth of leads, and the person says, "I ain't asked for no information." Huh? That's what that person told me, that these were. So, but we learn how to get over it, but it's still, it's not fun to be calling those leads when they just clicked on some bull crap, and then you say, "Oh, that's a lead," and then
Right.
you sell it to me for $8,000, and
Right.
it's not even worth 50 cents.
Yep. Yep. And so now they're going to be able to talk to you on the call and learn about this system. and you'll dive in deep into kind of what they're doing and see if they're right fit in the first place. Perhaps they should continue what they're doing already right now, and they shouldn't change because it's working. Or perhaps they realize, you know what, I've been buying crap leads for so long. I'm tired of having to go to my family's events and talk about insurance when they don't want to hear it. I want a
Right.
system that's going to bring in new people, that's going to help me sell like you $5,000 or more per week, because we're just starting. We're going to ramp up the system. Uh,
Brother.
Actually, right after this call, we're going to go and do that. So, um, but I appreciate your
Five.
time.
Oh, you are very welcome.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate your time and love working with you.
Thank you, brother. We'll see you soon.